Come on up, everybody. What story do I have for you today? Well, it starts with this. You know what this is? It's my look-through thing. No, I don't see different colors. But what this does is, when I just look like this, I kind of just see everything, but not really very well. But when I go like this, see what's right inside my look-through thing. Sure. And I brought that because I want to share this. This is one, I know I say this a lot. This is one of my favorite stories, but I have a lot of favorite stories. And this story is called The Simple People. And the simple people lived under trees beside a clear blue spring. They sang songs and ate sweet fruit. The days were warm, the wind was soft, and life was simple. Sometimes Node, this is Node, made simple things with sticks and vines. He would hang the things in trees. The wind would blow through them, saying, "Oh." One day Node was looking through something he had made when Bog came up and asked, "What is that?" "It's just something to look through," answered Node. Bog took it. "That's nice," he said, "but do you expect me to hold it up the entire time I'm looking?" Node didn't expect anything of the sort. He was simply going to hang it from a tree. "What you need," said Bog, "are more sticks to hold it up." "More sticks?" said Node. "More sticks," said Bog. They both looked through the look-through thing held up by sticks. Pug walked over and watched them. Those sticks are shaky and weak," said Pug. "These rocks will hold it steady and strong." Node didn't think he needed rocks or sticks, but Bog spoke up. "You're right, Pug, and more rocks will make it even stronger." "More rocks?" said Pug. "More rocks," said Bog. Other people began gathering rocks too. They sang as they worked. Soon everyone was gathering rocks. Everyone but Node. He didn't think they needed more rocks. He stood by his look-through and watched as the rock pile grew higher and longer. "It's a wall," declared Bog. No one had seen a wall before. The people were so pleased with it that they kept adding to it. Day after day, the wall grew. One day, Node noticed the people no longer sang as they worked. They were too tired. But they didn't stop. Bog had each of them doing a special job. Some were rock diggers, some were rock carriers, others were rock stackers. If one person stopped, others would have to wait. Then the work would not get done. So Bog gave some people the job of making sure everybody else did their jobs. Node thought it was getting very complicated. Eventually, the wall became too long to carry rocks from one end to the other, so they curved it around in a big circle. One day, the ends met and the wall surrounded them.
"It's a house."
Pug asked Bog, "What should we do now?" "We have plenty of room to build more walls," answered Bog. "More walls?" said Pug. "More walls," said Bog. Everyone began building walls inside the circular wall. Everyone but Node. He didn't think they needed more walls. He stood by his look-through and listened to the wind whisper, "Oh." Soon there was no room to build more inside walls. Pug asked Bog, "What shall we do now?" Bog took a fruit tree and began building a roof. "We will need many more trees," he said. "More trees?" said Pug. "More trees," said Bog. It became dark inside the walls. as everyone helped build the roof. Everyone but Node. He didn't think they needed a roof. He stood by his look-through and enjoyed the only bit of sunlight there was inside the wall. When the roof was finished, Pug asked Bog, "What now?" Bog went to the clear Bruce spring, made a batch of mud, and spread it on the rough rock wall. "We can make smooth walls," he said, "if we mix up a lot more mud." "More mud?" asked Pug. "More mud," answered Bog. It was so dark that people built fires to see by as they made mud. Everyone helped spread the mud on the walls and the ceiling, everyone but Node. He didn't think the walls needed to be smooth. He didn't think the walls needed to be there at all. One day, Node was hungry and wandered away from his look-through. The walls made many bends and turns. Node asked where he could find some fruit, but everyone was too busy to answer him. Meanwhile, Pug found the sunny opening in the wall. He carefully patched it and smoothed it over because that was his job. He went away looking for more places to patch. Node searched but found no fruit. His eyes began to hurt and he grew dizzy breathing smoke from all the fires. He decided to return to his look-through for some fresh air. He walked and walked, but he couldn't find it.
Why didn't they just go outside?
There was no way to get out.
You don't look through.
They just patched it up back here, see? He covered it with mud.
Why?
Let's finish the story and find out. After hours of searching, he bumped into Pug, who was patching a little crack. "Pug, have you seen my look-through?" he asked. "I don't remember," Pug answered. "I haven't been feeling too well." He began to cough. Node went on searching, never knowing when it was day or night. He stumbled down one dark passageway after another. The people he passed were sick, and no one was working. All he could find to eat and drink was bitter moss growing on the walls and muddy water where the clear blue spring once flowed. He could barely remember the last time he had tasted sweet fruit or sang a song or played in the sunlight.
Why didn't you just kick this out?
At last, too tired to walk any farther, Node leaned against a smooth wall to rest. He heard a whisper and looked around, but no one was there. It sounded familiar, but Node couldn't remember why. He looked at the wall and he saw a tiny white crack. Putting his ear to the crack, he could hear the whisper clearly. "Oh."
Is it a ghost?
Suddenly, he remembered the wind, then fresh air and sunlight. He took a rock and he chipped away at the crack. A thin patch of mud covered the look-through thing he had made so long ago. As he chipped all the mud away, sunlight and wind rushed into the darkness. Node climbed out. He breathed fresh air and he danced in the light. After a moment, he climbed back inside. One by one, he helped other people find the opening. They all climbed out. Everyone feasted on sweet fruits and sang happily for the first time since the wall had been started. The night was warm, the wind was soft, and life was simple once more. I wonder how Node was feeling to see all this stuff happening just because he'd made a little thing to look through. I wonder how he was feeling.
Maybe like, why did you think this tiny little thing and now it's become this big deal?
Yeah, why? I wonder how he felt when he suddenly realized it was gone. He couldn't find it anywhere. Sad.
Like, maybe the whole entire thing is just really silent because this huge building and created just disappeared.
Yeah. What if the whole thing was just really dumb? I think you nailed it. Yes? You like mine better? Well, I think he made lots of them, so. Well, that's our story, and I know that there's a really neat project for you in Children's Church about look through things, which is great. And we're going to, as you get ready to head off, sing I'm Gonna Shout. So let's pretend we're in that beautiful place with the clear stream and the fresh fruit and sing this song. I'm Gonna Shout.